All right, so welcome to IJN&x TV. And we have another reaction video on the channel. In this video, we will be reacting to NBA legends and players explain how special Jason Williams was. And if you haven't seen the last reaction video I did on White Chocolate, Jason Williams, I'm gonna go ahead and put it at the top right if you want to check that out. All right, this was pretty much his highlight tape of his greatest passes. And man, dude is brilliant. He's brilliant. But hey, in this video, we're gonna listen to NBA legends and players talk about how great he was, because it seems like this dude was figuring stuff out whenever he took off in midair. Like, this dude was just great at what he did whenever it comes to passing a rock. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's see what these legends got to say.
I've never seen anybody with handles like this.
It's not too many guys that I played against when we switch a pick and roll and I want to guard.
How you see that? Because I'm like, you know how many things you gotta look at to see if I'm gonna be driving this one, if I'm gonna be shooting this one?
Because I could just put my hand up like that and the ball will be right there every time.
You know what?
When you talk about some of the flashiest players of all time, Jason Williams is very high on that list. He wasn't just a point guard, he was a showman, a basketball magician who played the game like it was his mixtape. Every time he touched the ball, you knew something crazy was about to happen. His no-look dimes, behind the back passes, and that legendary elbow pass weren't just for style. They were pure skill delivered with insane precision. His handles were next level, making defenders look lost when he glided down the court, turning basic plays into must-watch moments. He brought a street ball energy to the NBA that made the game fun, unpredictable, and straight up electric. But J. Will wasn't just all flash. He could actually hoop. He knew how to run the offense and played a key role in the Miami Heat's 2006 championship run, proving he could win at the highest level. Sure, he never put up superstar numbers or made the all-star team, but stats do not tell the whole story. His influence on the game was huge, inspiring players you see today like LaMelo Ball, Trae Young, and anyone who's ever dreamed of playing with creativity and flair. In a league where most point guards played it safe, Williams broke that mold, showing that you could have fun, put on a show, and still be effective. He left behind highlights that are still talked about today, proving that sometimes basketball is more than just a game, it's art. So here's a collection of NBA legends and players explaining how amazing Jason Williams was.
Crossover.
Magician with the basketball. He can do anything he wants with the basketball. He's got all the moves that a point guard needs. Crazy.
You know he's gonna do something. You just don't know what he's gonna do. So your eyes gonna be glued to him.
Look at that. He's got a bag of tricks, doesn't he?
Looking for the pass.
I know you're gonna dig this. Great pass, Jason Williams. Oh my. By Jason Williams. Magic from Jason Williams.
People call it white chocolate, behind the back, between the legs, the no-look pass. People like to see that. And here's a kid that, you know, people don't expect to do those things.
And leading the way was Jason Williams, a rookie who had been thrust into the pressure-packed role of NBA point guard.
Jason's his first time through it. You know, he's a point guard, and you know, a lot of times now at the end of the game, the point guard's got to kind of run the show. You know, and so he's just learning. He's learning on the job.
I game and do whatever I can to help my team win.
He's a great leader on the floor. He can score, he can pass, he can do with the ball whatever he wants to do.
I tell you, this kid Jason Williams is the new kid on the block, but he plays like he's been around for a while.
He has the vision on the court, in the open court, of guys that, you know, they're pretty good names in Stockton, Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, those type of people. He has that vision.
I love his attitude, the humility he has about him. He's a competitor. He wants to beat the best.
Jason Williams plays basketball. No holds barred. Very entertaining.
You're a very bad man.
One bounce to person, and what a pass by Jason Williams.
I just want to go out and have fun and make the game fun, and that's why I love to play it.
He loves the game and he has energy for the game. It's contagious, and you can't get tired with a guy like that on the floor who's going a million miles an hour. He's like Speedy Gonzalez.
Because you know for a fact, if you run the floor with J. Will, like, it's a real high chance like you about to get some points, all right? And when you got a player that's constantly looking for you like that, you're gonna run harder than, if you got a player that's looking to score. Because, all right, why should I run? He's about to lay it up and you try to catch offensive rebound. No, I'm running with Jay Will because I know I'm about to get the rock. Like, hey, you don't have energy playing with a guy like that, of course. Pass first players. That's why those Phoenix Suns teams, Nash and D'Antoni teams were so tough because, they knew if they ran with him, they're getting the rock. Like, the early Sacramento Kings teams and the surprise 50-win Grizzlies teams was tough, bro.
He's like Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, baby! Behind the back, and they delivered. I love it here. That's a great play by the kid. Now I'm dazzled. Now you're dazzled.
The passes, you always have to be paying attention.
Jason with a hesitation drive. No look pass. Weber, power rips with the right hand.
On the fast break with him, you're not looking. He'll hit you in the face with the ball.
He made a pass to me, I really didn't see a ball. The ball just hit me in the head.
Williams steals. Oh, yes! Oh, no! Look at Vladdy's hands down by his knees. Conk right off the foot.
It don't matter to me.
Gotta be ready.
We're playing with a beach ball.
I'm such a fan of Jay Will. That's one thing you can never say. That man would live in the gym. Well, he still plays. He goes and plays at the regular. When you brought him in at Marshall and stuff like that, what was it like? Holy shit, what is this? Because that's how I was the first time I saw him. Like, yo,
I ain't never seen
what's going on right now?
But I say the same thing when I saw you. I say the same thing when I saw you.
I'll give you a great story, right? So we're trying to recruit Jason Kidd, and it's funny when I see Jason Kidd. We talk about this sometimes. We're trying to recruit Jason Kidd when I'm at Kentucky, and. Anyway, I've got to.
First off, shout out to Billy Donovan. All right. Shout out to Billy Donovan, one of the greatest college coaches there ever was. Didn't really have a lot of success in the NBA, but hey, it's NBA. He was a decent coach, but college, he ran that. All right. Mid-2000s. Oh, yeah. He had college basketball on lock. Back-to-back titles.
Phone call to Jason Williams and say, Jason, listen, we're kind of going in a different direction. And it broke my heart because he and I had gotten close and had a really close relationship during that time. So I'll never forget it. You guys remember the Nike All-American camps that were in Jersey. You guys all played in them. Yes. So I'm sitting watching a game and I'm with Coach Pitino and PJ Carlissimo. So PJ Carlissimo's talking to Coach Pitino about looking for a point guard. And Coach Pitino, obviously who I played for and was working for Kentucky at the time, says to me, hey, Billy, what's the name of that kid from West Virginia that we had at camp? I said, Jason Williams. He said, he's a really, really good player. Peach, you should look at him. So I said, hey, Coach, I'm going over to that court if you want to go over and watch the game for me. So you know the way Jason plays. Behind the back, through the legs, everything else. So he's coming across half court, and he throws a behind the back pass to a guy that's not looking, and it goes through the lane, hits the back of the stanchion. And PJ Carlissimo looks at me and goes, are you trying to get me fired? But Jason, when I was at Marshall, I had him. I knew he had a chance to be a pro. I knew he had a chance. Right. One, he was incredibly driven. He loved the game. He was always in the gym. He was always eager to get better and just passionately loved the game.
He really don't know the game. I always tell people, when he learned the game like John Stockton, somebody like that, with his abilities, his skills, what they call him, white chocolate, he's gonna be special. But it's up to him to take it as far as he wanted to be taken.
Oh, it's cool, man. Obviously, somebody I won a championship with, somebody that was very important to our championship. Ron, our point guard who settled us, had some big games for us. So, when I got the call he was going to be here and, he wanted to exchange jerseys, I was happy it was the white chocolate one. Obviously, we grew up watching him. And I was just lucky enough to be able to play with him, when I was young in this league. So it was a cool moment for me to be able to exchange, that Sacramento 55 jersey with him.
When you're with him and you're hanging out around him, what is the public?
I don't know, man. The white chocolate stay in Sacramento or something, man? What's up with that, bro? I mean, he's still him. I don't know.
That Sacramento 55 jersey with him.
When you're with him and you're hanging out around him, what is the public reaction?
That's the guy, white chocolate. If you say that name, you know who you're talking about, the legend. A lot of people don't use the word legend and don't really mean it, but when we say your name, you're a legend for real.
Listen here, it's not too many guys that I played against. when we switch a pick and roll and I want to guard. I get fast. Like this dude right here would do something so creative to embarrass you out there. Like I didn't like to guard him.
In game.
Oh, look at this. Uh-huh.
When you do moves, I consider
that was Bean, bro. Oh, that's Bean. No.
You out there, like I didn't like the guard.
In game.
Oh, look at
Hey,
this.
you had Gary Payton like, God dang.
when you do moves, I consider Gary Payton one of probably the greatest point guard defender ever in the history of NBA. And when you make him try to trip you, he gotta use his legs to try to trip you to stop you. You know you for real.
I have to mention that I really had fun playing with White Chocolate in Miami. Oh, White Chocolate was nice to play with because I could just put my hand up like that and the ball be right there.
He knew where. You know what?
Every time.
Jason Williams would never.
Shout out to White Chocolate.
Right. He would never get the credit that's due as one of those point guards, but he was definitely flash of his time, and he definitely was one of the premier guards of his time. So shout out to J-Dub out there, man.
That's real.
Thank you. I know you. I know people try to mix that up.
J-Dub, I love you. You're underappreciated.
Right.
Great player.
White Chocolate.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And tell me, what is your favorite Jason Williams highlight of all time? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until next time.
All right. Yo, hey. All right, great video, man. Let me see, who did this again? Jan Gala. I'm gonna go ahead and have the link to this video down in the description below if y'all want to check it out. Great video of stories from NBA legends talking about White Chocolate, man, and how great of a player he was. Definitely one of the most underrated, underappreciated players there. Ben, all right. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry, it's late. Shaq said at the end, that he's definitely underappreciated. And hey, on this channel, we're gonna definitely give him his fair due because he's one of my favorite players. Even though he went against my Lakers and wasn't really successful, but still, I mean, those Kings-Lakers series, man, it was rough. Division rivals, but anyway. Love the White Chocolate. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Let me know what you want me to check out next. Check out one of these other videos. I got one more video I want to get into by Johnny Arnett. I'm going to go ahead and probably put that on this end card too. If y'all want to check that out, it's about Michael Jordan and his Wizards days. But anyway, appreciate you watching. Catch you on the next one. Love you. Peace.